everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about something which we don't hear enough about, and that is how to get started really quickly. Because when you go out and you start researching your marketing, you get swamped. There's a ton of advice over there, and you can get drowned very quickly in, do I do AI, do I do social? Should I just go straight for brand calling? Should I do direct? Should I do cold marketing? Should I just go and do, I don't know, influencer marketing, information marketing? Shall I go out and perhaps go to a bus stop and start handing out leaflets? They're all valid. However, if you want to start email marketing, that typically happens usually after a business is established and usually much later than the business owner realizes they need to. So here is the 3 things you need to get started to build an audience. Really quickly, yes, this is focused on email because that's my jam. However, this applies no matter what method you choose. And I'm making this as simple as possible. You can go and start this in the next 5 minutes, and in fact, I advise you to. Because the last thing you want to do is build your business on sand. You never ever build your business on sand. Do not rely on footfall. Do not rely upon social media. Do not rely on anyone else to own your business. If they take away your audience, your business is dead. You don't want that. I will bang this drum time and time again because it breaks my heart when I see businesses going, my Facebook account shut down. I can't get into my LinkedIn. I don't know what's happened to football this year. I don't know what to do. Do we need to advertise more, Natalie? I'm sitting there going, okay, let's have a look at your list. Crickets. What list? Okay, so, and I do say okay a lot. I reckon that's part of my brand voice, which if you heard last week, that's what I was rabbiting on about. However, the 3 basic things, broken down to its bare bones, is this. Your audience needs somewhere to go. So that is a landing page. That can be your website. This can be a tiny video link. It can be somewhere on social. You just need to be able to send them somewhere. You need to have something to offer them. Again, that can be a newsletter, but be really specific about why they should sign up to a newsletter, because my inbox is the bin fire. I'm pretty sure everybody else's is. So they need a damn good reason to give you their time and attention. It's a lot easier if you offer something specific that will solve a problem for them, preferably a problem which you can then solve in your larger offering or business. Finally, you need somewhere to store that information. Under GDPR, that needs to be trackable, it needs to be secure, and it needs to be easy for them to opt out and unsubscribe. So I'm afraid that the days of using an Excel list are over. You can't do that. Not if you want to comply with the ICO, or if you're over in America, open CAN spam. It's just not going to happen. The good news is that everything I've just advised you is free. So if you need a landing page and you don't have a website, you can go to landingpage.io. There's plenty of other places out there. Other options are available, and just build a very basic landing page. For your email addresses, you can pick any number of email platforms, and most of them will offer a free starter kit. So you can go to ConvertKit, you can go to Mailchimp, you can even go to HubSpot, although I don't recommend that for starters. Constant Contact's another one, Beehive, Ravio, tons of different options. So pick one that you're comfortable using, that their interface, their layout suits you, because the last thing you need to do is add extra friction into your marketing. And then you have your sign-up form. So you have your landing page, you have your sign-up form. Now the final bit of the puzzle is you've got to go and find your audience. And this is what I mean. You're collecting their email address, you're collecting information, so you can start this dance with them. You can start having conversations. You can talk to them. You can educate them. And of course you can amuse them. So by all means, go out to a festival, get a clipboard on. You can write addresses down. You can obviously leave it on social media, although that these days that can be hit and miss. You can go onto podcasts. You can borrow someone else's audience. You can advertise in one of their newsletters. The ways you can create and reach out to your audience are only limited by your imagination. And there's so many there, even the old-fashioned methods. We are actually seeing a resumption of direct door mail these days because it's a lot easier to go around and just post out 1,000 leaflets if you're in a local area than it is to try and advertise online. Incidentally, ads are still very attractive, but if you're doing that, the best way forward is what's known as a paid lead magnet with a flywheel. Again, you're collecting the addresses, but because you're offering a paid lead magnet where people give you money in order to get the information, you're essentially funding the ads without having to touch your business. and in some cases it can be profitable. Only in some though. That is a whole other topic. Right now, I just want you to get up and running as quickly as possible. So grab a landing page, grab yourself something to offer them, and make sure that you've got a way to collect their addresses. That's it. Have fun this afternoon. Take care and sign up to my email newsletter. Yes, I do have an email newsletter, and the specific thing I'm going to offer you is a chance to develop your lead magnet if you don't have it. You also get regular weekly videos with tips and tricks and what's happening in the industry now with digital marketing. I break everything down in easy bite-sized pieces with a touch of humour. You also get the chance to talk to me direct about any of your marketing problems, and I'm developing a few quizzes and courses that are designed to help your business get more money, get more income, get more attention. You didn't go into this just to hide under your desk every day. I want you to feel good about interacting with your customers, and that's what I do every day for my clients. So yes, go and sign up to my email list, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and of course you can check me out on my website, www.right-click-sell.com. That's right-click-sell.com. Take care, until next time.